awareness, meeting about it. I can prefer.
Hello, ma'am.
അലീഷ, ഞാൻ പറയുന്ന കേക്കാവോ? അലീഷ
യെസ് മാം, കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ട്.
കേക്കാല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ.
Hang on, let's just wait for a couple of minutes. Wait for some more time and we can start.
അവിടെ നമ്മൾ എൽ ഒ സി പറഞ്ഞില്ല, പറഞ്ഞു. ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഓഫ് സ്റ്റോറി പോയിന്റ് അതാണ്. ഇനി അവിടെ ആക്ച്വലി നമുക്ക് ഇമ്പ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അടുത്ത തവണ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ആ പറയുന്ന സാധനം ചെയ്യണമെന്നുള്ളത് 12 10 നമ്മുടെ പ്രൊഡക്ടിവിറ്റി ഇമ്പ്രൂവ് ആയി.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I think we can start now. So, before we start, I would just like to introduce the program to everyone here. So, my name is Alicia, and today we are hosting a session on drug awareness on behalf of WIIT. So, warm welcome to everyone joining us here. And at WIIT, which is the Women's Inclusive in Technology, we're proud to host this session and as a series of the first a couple of sessions planned on focused on important social issues. Now, WIIT is a not-for-profit organization founded in 2012 at Technopark. Our mission at WIIT is to foster a supportive and inclusive environment where women feel safe and empowered through access to mentorship, skill development, and networking opportunities to advance careers. By collaborating closely with organizations, we advocate for policies and practices that promote gender diversity and equity, while also aligning with the business goals and compliance needs of IT companies. Today, we are honored to have with us Manju Milan, catalyst for Project Venda at the Fourth Way Foundation. She has over 2 decades of experience working across various regions in India and internationally. She brings a wealth of knowledge. Manju ma'am is also a source person for WWB Austria's Mother School program and contributes to initiatives such as the New Beginning and KCBC Widow Ministry. She'll be guiding us through an important discussion on drug awareness for parents, focusing on how to identify and prevent drug abuse among children. Now, before I hand the session over to Manju ma'am, I would like to share a few ground rules. I'm sure all of us are aware. As with any online session, please keep your microphones muted unless you're speaking. This is to minimize the disturbance and background noise. If you have any questions, you may either raise your hand or post them in the chat. We encourage you to engage through the chat, but just make sure that your comments are more relevant to the topic under discussion. Now, towards the end of the session, we will share a link to a feedback form. We request everyone to please take a moment and provide your feedback so that we can improve the future sessions based on your valuable suggestions. Now I hand over to Manju ma'am. Ma'am, please take it forward.
താങ്ക് യു. എല്ലാവരും മലയാളം കംഫർട്ടബിൾ ആണോ? എങ്ങനെയാ? ഓൾ നോ മലയാളം? ഒന്ന് പറയാമോ അലീഷ?
Is there anyone who doesn't understand Malayalam? You can
Sorry, I don't understand Malayalam.
Should okay. One person is there. Okay, let's start screen sharing now. So can you please close, Alicia, your screen sharing?
Soumya, can you please close the window?
When Alicia, Manjumam, you can
Yeah.
share.
One problem is that some of the slides are in Malayalam in this because we are always dealing with people from the
No issues.
grassroots levels. No issues,
issues.
huh?
Yeah.
I'll just explain. One or two only, yeah? Those who don't know Malayalam. How many are there?
I think only one person, ma'am. I think that's okay.
It's okay, okay. Okay. Only one person, so it's okay. So first, I would like to introduce our firm. Fourth Way Foundation is an organization. This organization has been working for the last 2 decades in India for children. And based at Bangalore, we have 2 projects actually. One is at Bangalore and one here. Our Bangalore project is for people with a disability. And here we work to create a substance abuse environment for the children. So as a part of that program, we conduct a lot of sessions all around Kerala, through schools and through communities. We give a lot of sessions, and we have some projects which span for 5 years. Now we have a new project called No Entry, which is under our MP, IB Eden. Under his patronage, we are working with 31 LSGDs, which lasts for 5 years. So as a part of this program, actually, we one moment. So all in Malayalam and English, I have confusion. So we start from here. That's better. Okay. This is a statics that we got from a study in 10 lakh children we did in Kerala. Okay. If we take 100 children, can you all hear me? Can you
Yes.
all hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
you are. Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes.
I think you can hear me. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Okay. So if we take 100 children from a particular place, 5 of them will be is already addicted and under treatment. And another 20 children, they are in a vulnerable situation where there are chances to get these type of substances. Okay. And there are 75 children actually who don't use this type of substances, they don't abuse substances. But we all think that there is a problem in Kerala and all children are already lost and we cannot do anything because of the newses in media and all those narratives we always hear. But actually that is not the case. We have 75% of children, those who don't abuse substance. So we work for those children to protect them, to create a safe environment for them. Safe means substance abuse free environment for them by educating and providing them opportunities to channelize their energies. And I just want to ask you one question. Is there any difference in the situations that we grow and the children of children of today grow? Is there any difference? Can anyone tell me, is there any difference?
Yes, mobile.
Yeah. Mobile is a problem. What problem do you feel? What problem we have because of using mobile?
Social media.
Okay, through social media, they came to know a lot of things. Okay, so we all know that because of the advancement of the technology, we have a problem while we nurture our children. We all agree with the fact. So I just want to know one thing. If you go for a trip, okay, I want answers from your side. If we go for a trip, and it is for 1 week. So what all preparations we make to go for a trip? Anyone can answer. We are planning to go for a trip for 1 week, whole family. What arrangements we make?
Preparing food.
Preparing food for 1 week?
Maybe initial 2 days. Yeah. And clothes.
Okay, first of all, first we have to go a faraway place. That's why we took 1 week's holiday, and 1 week we already decided to go for 1 week.
Travel
So
arrangements, stay arrangements.
we have to first of all we have to decide which place to go, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, which place to go. Then we have to arrange travel for us, vehicle for us. Then we have to book accommodation, and then we have to purchase all the things that needed to take with us. And also, if there are some pets in our home, what we do, we arrange somebody to feed them, right? And also, if we all of us are going, and we find somebody to switch on the lights in the evening, so that people will think that we are already there, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. That means for a trip for 1 week, even for a trip for 1 week, we plan at least for a month, right? Right,
Yes.
Ali? Somebody answer me. So, if that is the case, for a lifetime thing like marriage and giving birth to children and molding the new generation, what preparation we take? Did anyone take any preparations or did anything about that before marriage? Are you all married or not? Are you all married? Or I think you are all parents, right?
Yes.
Alicia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what preparation you did? I want to hear from you, please. If there is no preparation, tell me that also. Yes, no, no. Alicia, you married, right?
Yes.
You did some preparations before marriage?
Not
Cannot tell
explicitly.
me. Then what you did actually? You arranged everything for the day of marriage, right?
Yes.
And after marriage, what we do? We never thought, right? Is that true or false?
I think
Are
mostly
you
true.
do you agree with me or not?
Mostly agree with you. I think we all have
Yeah.
some dreams and aspirations about everything, but reality is something that we don't realize.
So that was the first problem. Actually, the most important reason for the problem that we face now with our children. We don't have any preparations. The whole scenario of parenting, nurturing children changed, and we don't know anything about our children's development or how to parent. We don't know anything about these things. And what all things we think right, we do. And sometimes it becomes the other way. You got my point?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, so as we don't take any preparations, what happened? How can we know? We should know the development stages of human being. Have you heard of Eric Erikson? Have you heard of Eric Erikson? He's a psychologist who put forward the psychosocial theory of developmental stages. And according to this theory, he divided the whole life of a human being into 8 stages. You know about this or not? Anybody know? Anybody from your side? These
No.
development stages. Okay. So first of all, we should know this to go first. Before we get married, we should know this. Then only we can raise our children properly. So I will give you some stages where what we do during these stages. The first stage is the age like 0 to 1. The age category is 0 to 1. First 1 year of our child. Actually, do you think that during this age, our children is having a psychosocial conflict? You know that? The first 1 year, do our small kids, babies, have a psychosocial conflict? Yes or no?
Most, yes.
Actually, we never thought. Somebody told yes. Who was that?
I most times I think they do have that they do not go with strangers. Most babies would
Okay.
be with their parents.
Actually, you know, for the first year of the child, the the trust, i- the basic foundation for the trust is laid in the first year of the child. The child gets everything needed according to its need. It will trust us, trust the whole world, all people around them. Otherwise, there will be mistrust. So we see some people, those who don't believe anything, don't trust anything, always be negative. We feel that all these, he's always negative, like that we feel. Actually, the foundation stone for his mistrust is laid in the first year of birth. Can you imagine that? And if we cannot make the child believe the world or trust the world, he will be pessimistic. There will not be hope in his life. He will be pessimistic, not optimistic. So one person is not optimistic means what happens? What happens, Alicia? At least you answer me.
I think if there is no hope, then it's very
Okay, he
difficult.
cannot live. He cannot survive in difficult situations, right?
Yes.
So we need to put the foundation stone for trust during the age 0 to 1, the first 12 months of his birth life. Understand? So if we can't do it properly, maybe we all are working women, all women here or whatever it is, we all are working and we can't be with our child that time. We will be assigning somebody else to take care of them. And if they are not loyal, the child will not get this basic value of hope. What do you feel? What do you feel? Nothing? No issues? So you can hear a lot of stories of suicide and all during adolescence and all. We are wondering what is happening to our children. Actually, this is one of the reason. You got me?
Yes. I think
Okay.
others
Then
also you can
second.
speak up. Yeah, just a minute,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, yeah. I just
Others,
want somebody to, because I don't prefer this online sessions actually, because I want to know from your side. Then only I can go forward. So the second stage is early childhood, where the psychosocial conflict is autonomy versus shame. Here the child wanted to do something his own or her own, like want to eat with his hand or with her hand, they want to eat. But we don't let them eat themselves. Why? Why don't we let them? They are only after, yeah, because
They make a mess.
yeah, it will be a mess and we have to clean everywhere, including take his dress. We have to wash everywhere his dress, and it is difficult for the mother or father. So what they do? Usually what they do? We feed them with our hands or spoons or whatever it is. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
What happens is the child will not have the initial will to do things. Sometimes we say that, oh, these children, today's children, they don't have any, they don't have any willpower or will to do something. They're always waiting for some, depending on people, others, parents. Like we always complain about our children. But actually, the foundation stone is laid back in the second and third year. You understood why I am telling this? Because we don't know how to take care of our children during these ages. And the third age is early childhood. Sorry, preschool. Then the psychosocial conflict is initiative versus guilt. If the child want to play outside or do something, if we are not letting the child do it, even walking, when they try to walk alone, what we do? What we do when they try to walk? Modern parents, what they do? Will they let them walk?
No. They
No, because we don't want them to fall
Yeah.
down. So this is also a problem. Sometimes they have to fall down also. Otherwise, they don't know that it will happen. So that is also a problem. When we let them do things their own, autonomy is instilled in them, or they feel shame that they can't do things properly. And they always they don't take initiatives for things later in a later stage. If there are things, if we ask somebody to do, even now, I ask some questions, and how many of you are answering? Why don't you answer? You just think about yourself. Why don't you answer the questions? It can be wrong or right, whatever it is. We all don't know about all this. Before I started studying this, I also don't know. And I did a lot of mistake in parenting. So, because I have 3 kids, now they are big, but I made a lot of mistakes during these ages of my children. And I know how we make mistakes. And still you people are not answering. Why? Why? What do you think?
We think like if we say something wrong in a crowd of people.
So actually, we all are shameful and doubtful.
Yes.
That's right. So all the foundations are laid during their childhood. It's actually, I was shocked when I came to know that the purpose of life, meaningfulness of life, one in a person is instilled in this age. It's his preschool, like KG, and after that, like until third standard or something. And again, see, lower primary classes. Psychosocial conflict is again industry versus inferiority. They want to do something, but we don't let them many times. Maybe they want to play. We always focusing on where? Study only. some children, they don't want to study always. They want to play. They want to sing. They want to dance. They want to mingle with other children. And I don't know, sometimes they want to play in the mud or whatever. We don't like our children to play in the mud and all. Because of this, the competence, the ability to do things is not properly created in our children. So if they are not competent enough, whose fault is that? Somebody has to answer. Otherwise, I think you don't understand.
Parents.
If there is no, if we feel that there is no competence to do things in our children, whose fault is that? Parents, of course. And what is competence after all? What is competence? What do you think? What is competence?
Skills to survive in this world.
Okay, skills to survive in this world is competence. That is a definition of competence for us. But actually, not every children the same, right?
Yeah.
So competence actually mean a child's capacity and incapacity, capacities and abilities and inabilities to do things. We also have abilities and inabilities. Right? So, if we are not ready to accept that our children are not good in something, but they are good in some other things, but we want them to be good in what they are not good enough, what happens? What happens then? Can they grow properly? Will they have competence?
No.
No answer? Do you understand my question or not? Alicia?
I don't
Alicia? Yeah, I mean, competence is both abilities and disabilities. Okay? In every one of us, we have abilities and disabilities. If we are not accepted with our abilities and disabilities, can we survive like this?
No.
No. If we are not accepting our children with their abilities and disabilities, they can also not survive. So how parents should take it? That is the thought I want to raise before you. Now you got my point?
Yes.
This is one of the most important factor which cause the children to abuse substances. They are not acknowledged for both their abilities and disabilities. So parents should be careful about this. Now adolescence. Adolescence is an age of identity crisis and role confusion. Why? Why we say that? Can somebody tell this? Why we say that adolescence is an age of identity crisis and role confusion? Did you have an identity crisis during adolescence? Any one of you feel like that?
In adolescence, we want to be free and do things on our own, but we are being controlled by our parents a lot.
Yeah, it is like this. When we say some opinion about something in our home, in some matters, we say some opinion. What did they say? What will they say? When we were adolescents.
You are not in that age to comment on those
Yeah, you are small. Now you are not up to that age. You are small. You don't have to say any opinion about this thing, right?
Yes.
And at the same time, if we don't do anything properly, if we don't do a particular thing properly, what will they say?
You are grown up. Why can't
You are
you
grown
do
up. Why
it?
don't you do this properly? To the same child, we ask both these questions, right?
Yes.
Right. So, are they confused? Will they be confused?
Yes.
Will they be confused? Yes. So, whose fault is this? If they have an identity crisis, whose fault is this?
Yeah. Parents.
Yeah. If they have a role confusion about what they do, because we actually try to fulfill all our dreams, all what we cannot do, we could not do when we were youngsters. We we actually force them to do all these things, right? Most of the parents, am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes. Because of this, what happens? They won't have fidelity in their life. The virtue of fidelity will not be properly formed in them. If they are not fidel, we cannot trust them. We cannot. They are not competent. If they don't have autonomy, if they don't have trust, they will be in a confusion, role confusion, and identity crisis. So the first 5 stages finishes with the age of at the age of 18. All the first 5 stages of development is completed at the age of 18. All this time, our children are with parents and we are molding them. If they have all these problems, who is responsible for that? I just want to ask all the parents, you just actually you contemplate on this. Who made about your children, the stages of their life, the first 5 stages of their life, how we handle them, and how are they now? So if they have a problem, who is responsible? I don't want to blame you for that. I am sorry to say this, but actually because of our ignorance, we did a lot of mistakes to our children. I just want to say that. You understood? I'm not blaming any one of you because I also had the same mistake. I also made the same mistake. I know that it is because of ignorance, but we are responsible. All is well? Good? All good? Nobody,
Yes.
nobody is responding. All okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. So now we see the next slide. You can see this is in Malayalam. I'm sorry. I thought you are all Malayalis. That's why. Okay. The next 3 stage. Yeah.
You can continue if you have any slides in Malayalam.
Yeah. This is Malayalam. I will just speak in English so that you can also understand. This is stage 6 is our youth, and stage 7 is our middle age, and stage 8 is our old age. And the success of these long stages lies in the successful growth of the first 5 stages. If we are not good in the first 5 stages, we will have a lot of problem in the coming 3 stages. And when we analyze our life, we also can understand that lot of problem that we have now is because the first 5 stages of our life too. Am I right or wrong? Today you have to analyze yourself. If you find that there is something wrong somewhere in your personality, where it started to have. So then now we know that there is something wrong with us. We did something wrong in nurturing our children. And if they have some problem, we should empathize with them because they don't have a good parent. Are you ready for that? Are you ready?
Yes.
We can empathize with children. What I did is my children were around 12 to 16 years when I came to know about all these development stages and all. So one day I started talking to them. One fine evening, we sat together and I told them that I think that I had made some mistake in nurturing you because I actually didn't know that this is the right way. I have to do this and that to make you happy um, and you achieve your goals, milestones during this age. So because of my mistake, you had some issues. I know that. But now I want to change. Then my children told, Mommy, you don't worry. You are always angry. You just be cool. We just want you to be cool and talk to us with a cool, they want me to be soft to them. All the other things they can understand. They told, we can change everything. You just be cool and don't get angry for small things. And then I thought about the reasons behind my this. I was always irritated, and I found the reasons for my irritation and my frustrations and my anger. Everything I found, and I took some steps to change my life. And when I become happy and I started to do things that I loved to do before, and I just kept away because I don't have time. I started to do things like that, and I became happy. I spent some times on myself itself,
You're on
Ma'am, you are
mute.
on mute,
You are
ma'am.
muted.
now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's long time.
No.
No, just
Yeah.
a second.
So I started to love myself and I started to do things that I love. And that changed my life. And I became happy and I became, like a cool person. And I started talking to my children in a soft way and they are happy. Now we take all decisions together, even for 100 rupee. When we spend 100 rupee, we discuss and we take decision together and we are happy because I actually giving them a space and I respect their individuality and personality. I consider them as one grown up, like grown up people. So they are happy. And we have a happy life. We lead a happy life nowadays. So this is actually a testimony I used to share with people when I take development stages, my personal life. And my children always tell everyone that our mother changed a lot after learning these development stages. So you can also do the same. When I was 44, that time I was 44, not young. So what I want to tell you is you all can change if you try to learn more about this. You can get all those details from ChatGPT and internet, Google about the development stage and try to learn more. And each one, actually, we are not same in anything. Different. We are all different people, different situations. So we have to find solution for our life situations by learning things. So first step you have to do is learn more about development stages and try to change your attitudes towards the nurturing of children. That helps a lot. So if we are good to our children, they won't go for any such things. Do you agree with me or not? Do you agree with me?
What about peer
Yes.
pressure, ma'am?
Peer pressure is another thing that I am coming to there. First thing, at the home, why they go to peers for everything?
When they don't get it at home, the
Yeah,
love and affection.
yeah. If they have a good friendly mother at home or father at home, first they come to us. I have testimonies to share you about that. Each and everything, my children come to me only after I changed. Right? Before they don't even want to talk to me. They told me you were a terror that time. They always, actually make fun of me saying that you were a terror that time. So it is because we don't give them space to interact, communicate with us. So that is one thing. And we have one more thing to deal with. Then we come to peer pressure. The next thing is our parenting styles. You just actually, I'll share some parenting styles with you, and you try to analyze your parenting styles, right? Okay, the first one is authoritarian parenting. What is authoritarian parenting? Anyone know?
Only orders.
Yeah, you might have seen the Malayalam movie Spadigam. Spadigam.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the Chako Mosh in that movie. He believed that everything is max, and he wants his son to learn max only. He has other abilities, but he was not ready to accept it. What happened later? He became a goon, right?
Yes.
An antisocial. Whose fault is that? This parenting style we all know. Then another parenting style, another two parenting styles, uninvolved parenting and permissive parenting. And you have two movie characters here. One is Mammuti's character in Pappayade Sandamappu's movie. His wife died and he was very sad. So he wanted to escape this and he started drinking, and he put all his time in his business and never cared about his child. His child became very naughty. We cannot actually, this the Mammuti's character, actually we feel pity for him, but actually he does not deserve it, because he never thought about his child. He was alone. He was in the boarding school. And permissive parenting. What is permissive parenting? Again, you have a movie character. Have you watched Drishyam movie? Drishyam?
Yes.
In that movie, what happens? The character of Asha Sharath is a police officer. She always, one moment, one moment. ഞാനൊരു ക്ലാസ്സിലാണ് മോനെ. ആ അത് ആൻറ്റിയോട് ഞാൻ വന്നിട്ട് പോകാൻ പറയാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അലൂമിനിറ്റിക്ക് ഇരുന്നോളൂ. മമ്മി ഒരു ഓൺലൈൻ ക്ലാസ്സിലാണ്. സോറി, my mother is alone at home. That's why I took call from. I'm sorry. Yeah? Okay. Then Asha Shar's character, she is very permissive, allowing his child to do anything, and she bought a lot of costly phone and all for him. And she supported even when he did mistakes. What happened to his child? Anybody who watched this movie can answer. Anybody who watched Drishyam movie can answer this question. What happened to her child after permitting everything?
He did big mistakes.
Yeah, finally he was murdered, right? She lost her child. So these two parenting styles, if we are following, or at least sometimes we are following such styles, this will lead to such problems. So we should analyze our parenting style. Again, another two. Helicopter parenting and lawnmower parenting. These are the modern parenting styles. Helicopter parenting. What is helicopter parenting? Can anyone define helicopter? What is a helicopter? What does a helicopter do all the time?
Always hovering nearby somewhere.
Yeah, always there, watching. Some parents are like that, always watching their children following their children everywhere. We have a character here in a movie called Agashamittai. This father character, he actually doesn't know where to actually how to give a space for his child. When he want to make his child a doctor, and when he go with his friends, he always told his friends not to be with him because I don't want you people to be with him, and he has to study. I want him to become a doctor, so I don't want you people to be friends with him, like that. And his friends always, don't want him to be with them. He was alone. His child became alone, and he had a crush uh, to a girl. And then the father went to that girl and told, you don't do this because I want my child to become a doctor. I don't want you to disturb him in his studies. So finally, the child actually committing suicide. He lost his child because too much of this. So sometimes we are like helicopters for our children. And lawn mowers, sometimes we are like lawn mowers. We don't want our children to suffer anything that we suffered before. We don't want to, we don't give them opportunity to face life. We always act as lawn mowers, clearing their way. They don't know anything about the life. They are always happy. They enjoy the life, but the problem is that they cannot survive when there is a problem. So we have a movie character like that here. Maybe you didn't watch that movie. So I just want to say, you people, the modern parents, don't be helicopters and don't be lawn mowers for your children. Are we helicopters and lawn mowers sometime? Are we?
Yes.
Yes. This is the root cause of all the suicides that we see these days, especially among adolescents. They can't face life because we never give them an opportunity to face life. We don't want them to cry. We don't want them, we want them to be happy all the time. But that's also not good. So you analyze yourself which type of parenting you follow. Now you want to know about effective parenting, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I will give you some points. It is written in Malayalam, but I'll just translate for those who don't know. We have to have a child-centered approach. What is a child-centered approach? What is a child-centered approach?
Giving them the importance.
Uh, Giving importance to the child, you mean?
Yeah.
We are like that. We are always giving importance to our children. But child-centered approach means be in their shoes. We think like them. If we are there, what at that age, if we are in the same situation, what we might have done, so we can understand them better. You got my point?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
We are child focused, but we are not child centered, right?
Yes.
You got it?
Hmm.
So be child centered. Think from their point of view. Then only we can be good parents. Build trust. They find a refuge in us. If there is a problem, they should find a refuge in us. If they trust us, they will come to us. Otherwise, they go to their peers. And then we blame that peer pressure, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the next point, give respect and take respect from children. How much you respect your children, they will respect you back. Everywhere, this is a rule, right? If you are not respecting people, they don't respect us. Okay. And then be role models for your children. It's difficult, but be role model. We use mobile phone all the time and we blame them for using mobile phone excessive. Hypocrisy. Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, we should take a U-turn, not our children. If we take a U-turn and we change our styles, our children will be close to us, of course. So you should know that it is because of our, we actually because of our ignorance, we did all these mistakes, and now we should take the responsibility of what had happened and take a U-turn, be good to your children. That is the only way to keep them safe in a substance abuse free environment in any type of addictions. Now you can see push-pull factors in the society. What are the push factors? It is the factors that push the children from their safest places like home and school. If we are not actually we don't try to understand them properly, we don't acknowledge them, we don't give positive strokes, we don't listen to them, active listening. If we don't have open communication with them, we are pushing them out of their safest places. Those are the push factors. And pull factors are those factors which evades outside, including peer pressure. Including peer pressure are the factors that pull them towards them. So some mafias are waiting outside to pull our children. So if we are not keeping them in the safest place, they will go to the other place. So we should be careful about the push and pull factors that lead to such problems. Now addiction. I just want to share some brain science with you. Okay. This is a picture of a brain. It has three main parts. One is feel pleasure center, learning center, and decision-making center. We can feel pleasure from very early ages, like age 1. We cry, we smile, we are happy, we are sad, we feel everything when we are young, very small kids. We started to learn at the age of 3. And we can learn a lot of things during this age also. So learning capacity also okay when we are 5, 6, 7 like that. But decision making, the center for decision making or the ability to decision making is fully grown, fully developed. At what age? You know the age where the decision making capacity is fully developed. You know that? Do you know the age when we have the fully developed decision making capacity?
No.
So then we look for it. Okay. See, this is a picture which shows the development of brain. So at what age our decision making capacity is fully developed from this picture? You can see the picture? Can you see the picture?
5 or 6?
No, 25th year. 5, you can see the yellow matter. That becomes blue when it is fully developed. So it is 25th year of our life. Actually, around 25 years, we can make right decisions. So before that, sometimes, not every time, don't tell your children that you are making decisions wrong. No. But sometimes there is a possibility of making wrong choices and wrong decisions during this age until 25 years. So what will you do with this piece of information? What do you feel now? If we are not able to take right decisions before 25, How will you deal with it with your children? Any
Guide.
ideas? Yeah.
I don't know, guide them to make the
So
right decision.
how will you guide? I just want to know, how will you use this piece of information? You got a new piece of information, and how will you use this to guide your children?
Explain the positives and negatives of their decision.
Okay, that we do now also. With this knowledge, this information, what you do? When you go back home, what I did is when I went back home, I told my children, see, now today only I came to know that the decision making capacity will be fully developed around 25 years. And I understood that why some of my decisions were wrong when I was at that age. So I started with my story, right? Then later I told them, so there is a possibility of mistakes in decisions during your age. So when you take decisions, you consult with someone, maybe me or your father or your teacher or someone who you trust, who always stand for you, who wants you to become good, like that. Some elderly figures you trust. You got my point? So when we share something with our children with scientific evidence and all, they accept it. Don't say them you are not matured enough to take decisions and all. We are here to take decision. They don't give any heed to our all this blah blah blah. So what we have to do, we have to tell them that this is a problem. So when you make serious decisions about your life, consult with people. Will it work? What do you think? Will it work?
Yes.
Yes, it worked in my life. So I know it will work. See, now, what is addiction? You should know this also. Okay. You all know about dopamines, yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is a happiness happiness. This it is a neurotransmitter which help us to be happy. So when we do something that give happiness to us, some dopamine is produced in our body. So you can see the red things here. They are the dopamines. So if I eat a good food or watch a good movie or traveled or when spend time with my friends, to say, for example, 50 dopamines are released in my body. And I have some receptors in my neurons. See, the green color coil-like things, they are the receptors to receive dopamines. So they receive dopamines and release. That is the process that give us happiness. That help us to feel happy, feel good. Normally, this is happening whenever we do something that gives us happiness. But when we do or when we abuse some substances like alcohol or anything, what happens? The number of dopamines is produced is very high. If for normal things it is 50, for drug-induced happiness it will be 50,000, and our body cannot stand it. So the defense mechanism of our brain, it will make some necessary arrangements to stop this. So some of our receptors to receive the dopamines will be burned out. That means the normal capacity to feel pleasure will be damaged. You got it? Alicia, you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Others, please. You understood what is happening when we abuse some substances? Actually, the normal capacity to feel happiness is destroyed, damaged. That is why people say, my capacity is increased. Last month, I was drinking 2 plates and I got a kick. I feel a high. But now I need 4. My capacity is increased. That is the narrative we always hear. But actually, they lost their capacity to feel normal pleasure. And actually, we lose some good ability we have in our body. And these people later, they can't feel any pleasure in normal things. If they get something, some substances like alcohol or anything, they feel happy. Only there, then they get happiness. Actually, while we abuse substances, our normal capacity is we lose our normal capacity to feel happy. So this knowledge, how will you use to explain this to your children? How can you use this even to your people who abuse substance, other people, big people, I mean grown-up people? How can you use this knowledge? When you get some knowledge, always think about the practical application. Don't just get knowledge and just keep it, no, stocked in your head. That's not good. So always try to apply it. How will you apply this, this knowledge? Alicia, try.
Explain this to my kid, saying that,
Yeah.
this
Saying that
can make you this can make you happy in the short run, but as you grow, as it keeps going, you need more and more and cannot sustain it.
sustain it. And finally, you become very depressed. And that is why we can see this people abusing substance. Sometimes you see in the mornings, they are like the dried up this small plants, there's no water, they are dried and they droop down. And when they get some water, they come up. Same happens to the people, they are using substance always. The next day morning, if they don't get it, they feel dull, gloomy. Whatever things we do for them, they don't feel happy. So this you can share with your children when it is not like a class. Sometimes when you have good, casual talks, you can just share this with your children. See this. The cognitive powers of the brain will be damaged. This is addicted brain. And the first one is healthy brain. The second one is addicted brain. And structurally, see, healthy brain and addicted brain. See the difference. Is there any difference?
Yes.
Yeah, shrunken, no? The addicted brain is shrunken, and all the powers will be like that only. So we can explain this to your children. And also, there are some gateway substances you should know that your children may misuse, like thinner, whitener, plastic covers, pan masala, hands, cough syrup, and sleeping pills, tobacco, toddy. All these have some potential to give high. Okay? So sometimes you may see your children use this. If there are such things in your home, please keep safe. Don't let your children use this. If thinner and whitener, thinner actually they don't need, whitener they need sometime, but you always be careful when they use it. They smell it. That gives them kick. They know everything because the peers are sharing. All these piece of information are there in the internet, in the YouTube. They get everything at their fingertip. They know everything. Maybe you don't know. So always think about the gateway substance will cause problem. Now, early warning signs. You want to know the warning signs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So one thing you should know that the early warning signs and the characteristics of adolescents are almost the same. Early warning signs, I repeat, early warning signs and the characteristics of adolescence are the same. So how will you differentiate? How? If two things are the same, how we differentiate? Early warning signs and, for example, people will have anxiety during their adolescence. The same with the early warning sign. People abusing substance will also have the same. And we can see sudden changes in their character. For adolescents and for this early warning sign, as for the substance abuse. Also, they are careless most of the time. Adolescent children also careless. Then some people are lazy. Mood swings. Anger. No opinion. Sometimes they don't have opinions. No self-esteem. They are away from their friends and relatives. All these are characteristics of adolescence as well as the early warning signs. So now you answer me. How will you differentiate? How will you differentiate with these two? Try to answer. If there is mistake, no problem.
Looks very difficult to differentiate.
Very difficult. But there is a way. You should observe. If you find any one of these problems is with your adolescence, first of all, you think this way. This also can be the characteristics of adolescent. So there is nothing wrong in it. But if we can see consistent such characteristics, they do consistently. Like, for example, I told they become angry very soon. No, mood swings. They have mood swings, or they don't sleep. So if you feel that our children is having some of these characteristics, you should observe them properly. If you observe them for 2 weeks, you can find the abnormality in them. Only mothers and parents can, only father and mother can find this. Nobody else. Sometimes when they use it for a long time, they show, paranoia, tiredness, memory loss. So the only way to identify is to observe our children closely and don't irritate them. While observing, don't irritate them. And don't let them know that you are observing them also. But the only possibility we have is to observe them closely. And if you have some doubt, get some professional help. Please get professional help. Don't keep it secret. Keep it a secret, thinking that it will affect your children future and all. If you don't find a solution for this problem at this time, later it will be a disaster. I know you may feel, bad when you hear such things, but this is a reality. You should face this reality and observe your children. Be very close to your children all the time. Don't say that you don't have time. You do all these things only for your children. Most of the time we work, we do all this, we take all these, sacrifices for our children. And if we don't give our time to them, to take care of them, everything will be futile. I'm sorry to say this like this. I'm really sorry, but there is no other go. I should say this to you. Then only you take care of your children properly. Do you feel angry to me?
No, not at all, ma'am. I think it is very informative. Some of the
Yeah,
points that
this I usually talk like this because if tell this without such seriousness, people will taken it for granted. I don't want people to taken this for granted. No, for it is our children. If we lose them, then what else is there for us? So we should be very careful during adolescence. Our children's adolescence, we should be very close to them. They will be very angry. They don't want us to be, like that always with them, but keep a good distance, a safe distance from them, and watch them, observe them, don't irritate them. And they will have lot lot of like sometimes about faith. We all fight with our children during adolescence about faith, right? What all faith we have, maybe I am a Christian or a Hindu or a Muslim, we always have a fight with our children during this age about about this matter, right?
is
Yeah, but don't fight with them. Try to understand them and try to listen to them. There is nothing wrong in that. They should have some, opinions of their own at that age. That is their age. We should understand and we should be patient. At this time, we should be patient. Later, after 24 or 25 years, they will change. From 12th to 24th year, there will be all these problems. So we should be patient with our children. And if you feel that there is something wrong, go for a professional help. Now, the most important thing, the normalization of alcohol abuse. Is that happening in our society?
yes,
Social drinking. Through social drinking, actually, we teach them that this is not wrong. You can do this when you become grown up. And they feel that when they become 16 or 17, they are grown ups. So they can use it. Whose fault is that? So if you are doing it back home, alcohol and friends gatherings and all serving alcohol and giving your children alcohol to taste, so you can do this at home. Don't go out and do it. All these are wrong things that do to our children. Always be clear that it is not good for human being. And if you have, and I don't know how to explain this, if you want to do it, I don't want to say it still, don't do it in front of your children. Hide it from your children at least. Don't give a bad example. And don't normalize alcohol abuse. Alcohol is only a starter these days, only a starter. And if we show them that this is normal, later they will, of course, they will use it. So now, a positive note. Can we change our family and social environment all of a sudden?
No.
No. So we need a solution, right?
yeah.
Yes. So I'll give you a solution for this. Have you heard of rat park experiment? Have you heard?
No.
Rat park experiment. This is an experiment done by some scientists to know about addiction. So what they did is they kept always all these experiments are done in rats. So even medicines are tested in rats. So right that they put a rat in a cage and kept two dispensers of water, one with normal and the other with drug-induced water. So the rat was alone. It tasted both the water in both the dispensers, and later it started to drink only drug-induced water. After some times, this rat died, and the people believed, the scientists believed that if we have a tendency to abuse substance, once we use it, there is no escape. But another scientist in 1970s, Bruce J. Alexander, he did another experiment with rats. He made a park for the rats. Okay, park for the rats like this. Give them lot of opportunity to play, to spend time together and enjoy. An enriched environment versus isolation. Then they placed two dispensers of water in that rat park settings, and one was normal water and the other one was drug induced water. So these rats, they just tasted both, but they started to drink only normal water. They don't want to drink drug induced water, but because they were happy. This is proven, this is proven. If we are happy, we actually don't go for it. Why don't we go for it? Just think, if you are not doing it, just think, why don't we doing it? We are responsible people. That's why. See, and then swapping of the environment. These scientists, what they did is take the rat in the cage to the park atmosphere, and the rat from the park were put in the cage. So when they did that, they saw that when the rats are alone in the cage, they started to drink drug-induced water. And the rats in the cage, when they went to the park settings, they started to drink normal water. What does that mean? What do you understand from that?
Isolation is the problem. I think we should have some activities.
Isolation activity, even for us, even for grown-ups, it is a problem. So if they feel isolated, of course, they will do that. So this is an experiment which proved that child need a lot of activities to keep themselves happy and safe from substance abuse. So what should we do? We should find something that the child want to do with happiness, like sports or other activities like dance, singing, and what all things, maybe chess or table tennis, cricket, or drawing, anything. We can channelize their energies through it. So the only solution is one, try to change ourselves. And with that, find something that they want to do happy, and be happy. So don't always force them to study only. Give them time to do what they like. So you have a solution now, right?
Yes.
So what is the solution?
Keep them engaged in activities, keep
So
a
what
distance and
weightage
monitor
will
them.
you give? Yeah, what weightage will you give for both studies and activities? Think. What percentage weightage you give?
It has to be equal.
Equal, right. Alicia, you got it right. Actually, we have to give them equal opportunity to study as well as do what they want, what they like. If you do that, you will see the change. So there is a solution. Find the right solution for your child and for yourself also. Be happy. Then only you can be good to your children. So be happy yourself. Find ways to make your child happy. So this is the solution. With the solution, we can close the session. Actually, I wanted to be there with you people to get a lot of answers from you and discuss more about these things. But okay, at least this much we can do.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think it was a very valuable session. We got a lot of information, and from the basics of child psychology to what can be done to prevent them from falling into all this trap. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And for everyone in the meeting, it would be greatly appreciated if you could fill the feedback form so that we can consider your suggestions for the next sessions. And if there's anything that you
Yeah.
would like to say, I think the stage is open.
Yeah, I just want to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hamid. The session was very informative, and uh, um, you started with how to parent and what are the types of different parenting style that made us to realize that what mistake we are doing, and also to focus on do the parenting right before they use some substance. Thank you very much.
So I think we took half an hour more. I'm sorry for that. Because this type of, online interactions actually take too much time. If it is offline, it will take only 1 hour. So sorry for the
Yes,
more
ma'am. I think
time.
we will be planning for an offline session as well, probably
Yeah.
in the next 4 to 6 months. So I think that time, I think we can have a more interactive session.
Yeah, I want people to interact to me so that we can get a lot of instances where we can make changes and all. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Alicia. She was following up with me for a long time to make this happen.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
Thank you.
again, I just want to share with you one more thing. I just want to share with you. This is an opportunity to help children. 1 minute. Help children in trouble because we actually for the school children from the government for the children from the government schools, we actually give an opportunity to do sports, train for them in football and provide them opportunity to learn football and give training and play professional football every year. So we have a project like Venda Cup where you can see the brochure
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
where we teach the children to be fair in life and in play. Not it does not matter that we win or lose, but we have to be fair. So we teach them life skills. We help them to learn this football and also we give them all the football gears. So this time we have 1,200 children. So to provide them football kit and help them to learn football, we need minimum 5,000 rupees for one child. And if you have, you know, if you feel that you want to help such children, those who don't have actually their parents are not that much, sometimes these parents are drunkards too. Sometimes they don't have money, they don't take care of their children, they are all from poor economic background. So if you can help them, you can use this QR code to provide them kits, football kits, 5,000 rupees for one kit. You can have a discussion about this. If you want to help, contact me. I will give you details about this later. So I just request a help from you for these children with, from poor family backgrounds.
Sure, ma'am.
So you just, Alicia, you take an initiative to help these children. We have 1,200 children this year to learn to go through this process. So I request your help, your support for this project, if you can. This is just I just want because we actually we need we should share what we have with others. Then our children will see it. It will be a good,
Yes,
actually
ma'am.
we are
You can
teaching
share
them.
the
Yeah.
QR code with me and I can
Yeah,
share
I
it
will
with
share the QR code and you discuss and do something for these children. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes. Others, if you could fill the feedback form and share it with us, that would be great to all the
Shall
members in
I
the chat.
leave? Shall I
Sorry.
leave now?
Yeah, yeah, sure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Yes.
have put the feedback form in the. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I have put the feedback link in the chat. So request you all to please fill the form and submit it at the earliest. Thank you all once again for joining. I think you can stop recording, Soumya.
Alicia, so we will stop this meeting now. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope all of you have got the link for the feedback.
I think so. So there are 7 members. So I'll wait for a couple of minutes and then end this meeting. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. You will stop the recording, Soumya?
Sure.